Okay, so if you've ever built a gorgeous web page, hit that publish button, and then just kind of sat there, crossing your fingers, hoping Google would notice, well, then this is for you. Today, we're going to dive into a tool that acts like a simple, clear health check for your website's on-page SEO. It's all about taking the guesswork out of the game.
And that really is the big question, isn't it? You've put in all this work, but is your site actually ready to perform in search results? How can you be totally sure you haven't missed something fundamental?
And let's be real for a second. This quote probably hits pretty close to home for a lot of us. You know, you're juggling meta tags, headings, alt text, and like a dozen other technical things. It is so easy to feel completely lost and just overwhelmed.
What happens is most of us fall into one of two extremes. On one side, you've got the hope for the best method, right? You just write good content and figure, search engines will figure it out. And on the other side, you've got total analysis paralysis. You're drowning in a sea of complicated tools and data. Honestly, neither one is all that effective.
And this is exactly where the SEO Analyzer comes in. It's designed to hit that perfect middle ground, to be a tool that's powerful enough to actually help you, but simple enough that it doesn't make your head spin.
So, let's get into it. At its heart, this tool is just a super straightforward health check. No fluff, no confusing jargon, just a clear report card on how any single web page is doing from an SEO standpoint. In using it, seriously, it could not be easier. You just pop in a URL, the app does a quick scan of the page's code behind the scenes, and then boom, it gives you this clean, easy-to-read report. And you know what the best part is? There's no installation, no signups. You get instant insights. Okay, so you've run your first scan. Now what are you actually looking at? Let's break down the different pieces of the report so you know exactly what everything means and what to focus on. The very first thing you're going to see is this big score panel. It's designed to give you that immediate gut check on your page's health. You get a score out of 100 and a simple status like strong or needs improvement. It means you can understand the big picture in like a single second.
Next up, we get into the absolute fundamentals. The basic SEO section covers the things you just have to get right: your page title, your meta description, and your main H1 heading. Think of the title tag as the headline people see in Google, and the meta description as the little ad right below it that convinces them to click. Getting these right is often the quickest and easiest win for your SEO.
Then the report dives a little deeper into the more technical stuff. Things like, is your canonical URL set up right to tell Google which version of a page is the master copy? So you don't run into duplicate content problems. Does your page have a mobile viewport tag so it looks good on phones? Is your site secure with HTTPS? All of these are huge trust signals for search engines, and this is where you can spot those tricky, hidden issues that might be holding you back. And here's a great example of a super specific, actionable insight. The report actually counts how many of your images have alt text. This is so important, not just for search engines to understand what your images are about, but for accessibility for visually impaired users. A simple chart like this tells you instantly if you've got some work to do. And to pull it all together, the report gives you this fantastic summary. Now, it's a heuristic score, meaning it's a smart estimate, not Google's actual PageRank. But what it does is highlight your key strengths and, even more importantly, shows you the priority areas you should focus on improving. This section is perfect for taking a screenshot and sending it to a client or a team member who just needs the bottom line. So you might be wondering, who is this tool really for? And, just as important, what are its limitations? It's really key to have the right expectations.
Well, the cool thing is, it's actually designed for a lot of different people. If you're a web developer, it's a great final sanity check before you launch. For digital marketers, you can quickly validate a new landing page. If you're a business owner, you get a simple, high-level overview without getting bogged down in technical details. And for content creators, it's a great way to make sure your articles are structurally solid.
But, and this is a big but, let's be super clear about what it isn't. This is not a massive enterprise-level tool. It's not going to crawl your entire website, it won't track your keyword rankings, and it's not for analyzing your competitors. The best way to think of it is as a focused health check, not a complete medical history. It's designed to do one thing really, really well: analyze one page at a time.
All right, so knowing what's wrong is one thing, but what do you actually do about it? Let's look at how this tool helps you go from insight to action.
The final part of the report is honestly pure gold. It takes all of those findings and turns them into a practical, simple to-do list. It gives you concrete suggestions like, hey, maybe refine your page title, or you should add that missing alt text. It basically builds your action plan right there for you.
And this quote right here, it just sums up the whole philosophy behind the tool. The goal is simple: give you a clear, honest snapshot,
and then hand you a short, practical list of things you can go and improve right away. No mystery, no complexity, just clarity and a path forward.
So that's the SEO Analyzer. It's a focused, practical tool for anyone who wants to make sure their web pages are genuinely ready for search engines. And it really just leaves us with one question. Now that you know about this, what's the very first thing you're going to go and check on your own site?